started in Persia or Iran now by the founder is Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah claims he is the promise of all ages. You know, in every true religion, there is a promise. You know? In Islam, there's the promise of the Qaim, the 12th Imam is to come again. In Christianity, there is the coming of Christ. Christ promised that he will come again. In Buddhist teachings, Buddha says he would come again in the 8th Buddha. What other religion? In all the major religions, there is always this promise we call they call this prophetic cycle. You know, all the prophets are. So Baha'u'llah is that promised one. We are now in the cycle of fulfillment. Baha'u'llah fulfills all the prophecies of the past. See, all from Adam onwards, all the prophets have been talking about, prophesying, you know, about this great day. You know, a day will come, the great day, you know, or the day of fulfillment, day of judgment, you know, all this. So when is all this going to be? Baha'u'llah has come. This is the day of all the fulfillment. This is, you know, the time now.
Okay.
You know, the day, capital D, sorry.
Okay.
It's an era, a time. So we are now witnessing in Baha'u'llah all the fulfillment of all the prophecies of the past religions. Because basically Baha'is, we believe that God is one, by whatever name you call him. He is the same God that we are referring to, one and only, almighty, all-knowing. Religion, every religion is true. They come at different times with different social teachings suitable for humanity at that time. You know, humanity, we are looking at humanity as a whole, as like the child. Humanity is like the child. You know, from birth, it became the toddler, the child, the pre-youth, the youth, and then the adult. You know, religion is the same. It's the same religion in essence. God is one, and his teachings is always the same. Spiritual teachings is always the same. Do to others what you would like others to do to you. He talks about love, mercy, all the good virtues you think of is from God. So every messenger or a prophet who comes sort of brings a renewal, because you know, humanity, as we progress, we tend to forget. So we need to be reminded again, you know, and sort of bring us back to God. So it is progressive. If you look into history itself, you know, with an open mind, if you study comparative religion, the source is one, but the messengers are many, but they don't conflict each other. They complement each other, and they bring progressive knowledge from God to humanity. Because at different times, our needs are different. We cannot be wearing that same clothes that you wore when you were 5 years old, no matter how much you like it. We cannot remain in primary one, no matter how attached we are to the teacher. Is it? So it's always progressive. And even Baha'u'llah is not the last. Baha'u'llah says, after 1,000 years or more, a new messenger will come, because the needs of humanity would have changed. See? So we cannot imagine what humanity would be like in 1,000 years. You know, well, don't say 1,000, even 100 years down the road, we really cannot imagine what it's going to be like. So our needs will be different, and a new messenger will come from God, bringing new teachings, but never conflicting, but it's always addressing, you know, the advancement of mankind. So that's in brief.
Can I ask, like, how did you come to know about this religion and join this religion?
Personally, for me, I came to know through friends. When I was in nursing school, through my friends, I came to know about it. And I came from a Christian background. And being a Christian, you know, when I came across this religion, there's an inner voice that told me, be careful. Jesus Christ says about false prophets, and he also says about what wolves in sheepskin. And I was very worried about that, you know. But at the same time, I was open to reading about it. I wanted to find out more about it. Because if Baha'u'llah claims to be Christ's return, then as a Christian, I don't want to crucify him again. Right? So, by finding out, if I don't like it, if it's not the truth, I have nothing to lose. Just chuck it away. Right? But what if it is the truth? I owe it to myself to find out. And I'm glad I did. I read more books, you know, and investigated for myself.
And for example, like, for the Christians and their Bibles,
yeah, we do have. Baha'u'llah revealed many volumes of holy writings. We have a copy of it. The Akdas. We have to ask the host of the house for permission to show it to you. It's called the Kitabi Akdas, the most holy book, or the mother book. But apart from this, these are inside, there are the laws that is relevant for today and the future. Some of the laws are actually not applicable yet, but we will be given guidance as to when these laws will be applicable. And then besides this, there are volumes of holy writings which we consider as, you know, part of, it's not confined to just one book, but actually volumes and volumes of.
Okay, it's good to read some other questions here. Ask the people.
See, this is the first time in religious history that the messenger himself, in his own handwriting, has written down prayers, instructions, and how we should live, and all the laws in his own hand, and they're all preserved. You can see them for yourself in our archives. And what we have is according to the language that we are relevant in, like in English. So I read them in English. For the Chinese, they will read them. It has been translated into all the languages of the world. It's available.
So it's kept in Persian.
Yeah, but it's in his original writing. He wrote it in Arabic and Persian, and the actual volumes are still available. So this is, in this day and age, when we are all able to read for ourselves, we can read the original writing without anyone sort of explaining it to you, and we know how to investigate for ourselves in this day and age. Gone are the days where we have to rely on the priests and the monks and leaders of religion to interpret for us. We now know how to read and interpret for ourselves. To our heart, to our intellect.
For example, like Christian cross used to hang around, and for the Buddhists maybe they have
so the symbol of the religion, yes, we have in this house. No, but you will see some of the Baha'is are wearing. It is actually a calligraphic version. Yeah.